Good morning everybody, we're back in the garage doing a bit of fossil prep. I'm going to start prepping on a Peronoceras today, but there is something I'd like to show you that's quite interesting. I picked this boulder up off at Speeton, and I've given it a little tap with the hammer and something quite interesting's happened. So I'm going to show you this first and then we'll get prepping the Peronoceras. Well, this is the block that I hit at Speeton, and it's got an Ammonite in it, but it's cracked. You can just see it there. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to prep that bit out and stick it on the other bit. But as you can see in the middle there was a huge shell, you know, and that was connected to the same piece as the Ammonite, which I think will look pretty cool. It will need backing up, I think, because it is quite thin. So I'll show you the other piece. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that a lovely shell? And you can see the Ammonite at the side there. Sadly, the top piece there is still on the other piece, but I'll prep that down and I'll try and prep it on there, and then this piece of rock will have to come off here, but because it's so thin, you can see how thin it is, that'll need backing up with some clay, just in case when I prep this bit off, and if it does crack, it's been held in place by the clay. Well, that'll be a lovely piece, that. Nice big shell and an Ammonite. I'm not sure what kind of Ammonite it is yet. I've got to look in my book, but it's nice. Right, let's start with the Peronoceras. Yeah, so this is the Peronoceras. You can see it's got the nodes on there, look. Now I'm not quite sure if this rock's going to be sticky, but we're going to give it a good prep and see if it comes out. You see, you've got that one there. I'm hoping it'll come out quite nice because there's a nice crack just there, and there's another Ammonite just in there, but sadly that Ammonite's not all there. But I'll prep the Peronoceras and then I'll prep that and see what it looks like. I'm hoping it's going to come out okay. So let's do a little time lapse and see what we can get out.
caress our skin when we begin to fall. All the white noise fading out to the void of everything we've done. We always make mistakes, but round up just where we began. I might be lost again, but I haven't seen you today.
So there we are. The Peronoceras is coming out quite nicely. It's all there. I'm going to start working on some of this rock now to try and get down to that Ammonite there. Once I've done that, I'll put the smaller tip on and we'll do the fine work and we'll clean it up. But I'm really impressed with this. It's a beautiful, beautiful Ammonite. I can't believe somebody left it, to be honest with you. Just because that's broken, I think it looked quite nice, the two of them. Look at them nodes on there. Absolutely superb. Yeah, you can see how cold it is in the garage this morning. Just took a break from fossil prep because my hands are freezing. But it's absolutely frozen solid. -4 it is. I must be mad. But I keep stopping and starting, keep my hands warm. So let's go do a little bit more of fossil prep. So I've now completed the Peronoceras, and it looks like there's a Dactylioceras just underneath it, and they're just on a certain level, and I can't quite get the Dactylioceras, the end of it, out because it's overlaying on the other Ammonite. But take a look. I think I've done pretty well with it. It's took a bit longer than I expected, and the quality of the Ammonite that's underneath the Peronoceras isn't very well preserved. The pieces of shell were cracking, and yeah, it didn't turn out too good. I made the best out of a bad job, really. So take a look at it. Yeah, so here's a closer view of me Peronoceras. You can see the nodes on there. Nice, beautiful specimen. It's a bit cracked just there where it hasn't properly preserved right, but everything else is nice. And if you're wondering why there's a little piece there in the middle that I haven't prepped off, I did prep it off, and a piece of the shell came off with it, so I've stuck it back on there. I prefer it on there rather than to leave a hole, so I've left that on there. And there we go, there's a close-up view of me damaged DAC. As you can see, most of the shell on the outer whorl isn't there, and that goes underneath there, but otherwise it looks alright, don't look too bad. Nice piece to go into my collection. So there you have it. You've got the Peronoceras just there, and then I think that's a Dactylioceras. It's a shame that piece there's missing, but I think it looks quite cool. You know, I've grinded all this area here, and yeah, you get 2 Ammonites for the price of 1, and I can't understand why somebody hit it and left it, to be honest with you, because I think it's a nice piece, and I've really enjoyed prepping it, to be honest. You never know what you're going to get. Sadly, this one's not very well preserved, and it hasn't come out quite as good as I'd liked, but the Peronoceras has come out quite well. I mean, it's slightly crushed just down here, but otherwise it's it's perfect. This is from a different angle, and I've left it in the matrix, and I did say I would, because I do like fossils in the matrix, so I think that looks pretty good. So if you've liked this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll be making another video very shortly, and thanks for watching.